Alright boys, going into this video, man, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is honestly around the corner. We get it November and it's March, so do the math. Really not as far as what you think, guys. Generation 9 is just around the horizon, man, and I wanted to sit down and make a discussion video, open discussion, which involves all of you guys watching this video at home as well too, on what these three starter Pokemons, their typings could be, their abilities, right, just their stats, all open discussion. Now the beauty about this though is it's free territory. Nobody has a wrong answer. It's free territory because it's speculation. We're going off nothing. We're working off nothing. I just want to see if we are really right and we can just randomly predict it and see if we're right, or if we're really wrong and that's wraps. So I'd love to see what we all think between the three new brand new starter Pokemon, Sprigatito, Fuego, and Quaxly. Before we get into this video, a word from our sponsor.
Today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Kuma, what are you doing here? Why are you on Nexus's channel?
Don't worry about that, alright? Let me talk to y'all about this game. Raid Shadow Legends is a game filled with tons of unique champions, but today, let's focus on a species that usually gets a bad rep in fantasy games. The orcs. In Raid Shadow Legends, orcs really aren't that bad. I mean, sure, they were made by the Dark Lord Siroth, but they fought to protect their homeland from the Banner Lords, the High Elves, and the Sacred Order. Speaking of which, the orcs look clean, especially Varl the Destroyer. See, Varl the Destroyer, he has two swords, and he's armored up. See, I don't know about y'all, but I can already tell this orc is gonna be snatching souls. So far, my favorite aspect of the game is summoning. The main reason is because I love being able to collect as many characters as I can to be able to get through events with ease. That, plus a lot of champion designs in this game are kind of fire. All in all, this is the best time to get into Raid Shadow Legends. And if you click the link in the description below or scan the QR code on screen, you'll get a lot of unique bonuses that are worth up to $30. Those bonuses include one free epic champion, Tayrell, as well as 200,000 silver, one energy refill, one XP boost, and one ancient shard, so you can summon as soon as you get in game. So make sure to download the game today. And again, thank you so much to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video.
Alright guys, first one, Fuego, man. A lot of people thought that it was a bell pepper, thought it was a coconut, thought it was a fruit, something. I'm here to say right now, that's just not the case. Fuego, I feel like we all know Fuego means nowadays, and cocodrilo, which is the Spanish term for crocodile. Put the two together and you get Fuecoco. The Fuego, the Fue part from Fuego, and the Coco from cocodrilo. So, I mean, it's a fire croc. It makes a lot of sense, right? Like, nobody's surprised. So, it is what it is. So, no, is that a... I mean, it could be based on the design-wise, but to put it on right now, that is exactly what he is and all we know right now, right? His resistances so far right now, he's got 5 resistances, being fire, grass, ice, bug, steel, and fairy. I can't do math. It's 6. And 2 of them are really good, being steel and fairy to resist, which is phenomenal. Now, the sad part is being pure fire is always going to be a hindrance. You can look throughout the history of competitive Pokemon. Being pure fire has never been the best. If you're a pure fire Pokemon, you have some sort of like gimmick, right? Like Entei fell off hard. He's not even the best of the 3 beasts. You have Typhlosion, which is really just locked down to only Scarf Eruption or Specs Eruption. And then afterwards, you have Darmanitan, which, I mean, he has a nuke hide, physical attack stat, decent speed stat, and sheer force. So you have to have really good stats and a really good ability in order to just really boost yourself with all of that. I did not mention Cinderace because he cheats. He is not pure fire. He is all 18 types in the video game. He is everything. With court change. Cinderace cheats. He's a cheater. All right, we don't talk about him. But regardless, there's also been some weird obsession with Game Freak on having this little, like, you see this patch on his belly? There's been some weird obsession with Game Freak. They did that with Scorpion as well, too, which made more sense because of the soccer player, right? If you have a boo-boo, owie, you go ahead and put a Band-Aid on it. With Fuego, I don't know what it could mean. Truly, I have no idea what it could mean. I'm terrified because does that also mean that he is gotten a boo-boo and he brawls a lot? Does that mean he'll become a firefighting? I don't want to say it. I don't, man. I don't, but I'm not. You know, the ones that were saying that Scorbunny is technically a firefighting, they weren't wrong when they saw him learn double kick and he's a firefighting, because he technically is, because he's every typing in the game. You know what I mean? With Fuego, I don't know, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm on the fence of I really don't want the thing to be pure firefighting. I don't. Out of all the things I've written down for him, I don't want that one to be the case, like, at all. I'd probably dread that day, because even Incineroar is not a firefighting, but he's a wrestler. It's because Cinderace is not firefighting, but he's also pure fighting. He's every type in the game, right? So we have not gotten away with firefighting since Delphox, if you want to be technical Tyler, right? So honestly, the types I came with, guys, obviously pure fire. I feel like sometimes we overthink and we don't think that, hey, it could just be these 3 typings. We did this last time with Generation 8. We're like, oh yeah, like Rillaboom could be like Grass Dark, and like Cinderace is gonna look like he's a firefighting, right? Sorb is gonna be firefighting, and then Inteleon, oh, Water Dragon, right? Oh, how we were wrong. Now they were all 3 pure standard typings, but their abilities are great and their stats are all fantastic, right? Their stats are all fantastic. So they could do that again. Gonna say fire, never a wrong answer, saying pure fire, because you're always half right, never wrong, right? Fire Dark, it's a crocodile. They're very aggressive. We all know a lot about crocodiles. They're very aggressive, right? So they're very territorial as well too. So I'm not gonna lie to you, that's an easy one, that's safe. People look at, oh my God, look at this cute little baby face. Dude, this thing will eat you up, bro. Look at Totodile. Feraligatr looks like he's Water Dark, but he's not. He should have been though. He should have been. Why is he pure water? I'm not gonna argue with that for another day, right? But Fire Dark could easily happen. Now here's a cool one. I'm seeing a lot of people say Fire Water as well too. Fire Water would be really cool because they only have one being Volcanion, and it's not a bad typing offensively. Defensively, I mean, like, I don't know, man. Like, I feel uncomfortable talking about that. I don't know, man. But like offensively wise, it's pretty cool. We have heavy-duty boots now. It's not the world's worst thing, right? We have heavy-duty boots now, but not gonna count. It'd be pretty cool. We don't have much of this typing. It's a crocodile, right? So it could. Now, obviously, because it's a crocodile doesn't mean it has to be a water type. A good example is Garchomp, right? Now, people are gonna say, well, he's a land shark. I don't see this thing in water. Do you? I don't see this thing in water at all. Now, they could easily add scuba glasses on him and be like, oh yeah, Game Freak, Masura-san. Boom, water type. But as far as I know, fire water is a little bit of a stretch. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna go ahead and sit there and say it because I think it'd be pretty cool. I think it would be pretty cool. I do think it's a little fantasy dreaming, but it's pretty cool. And last but not least, really don't want this one to happen, but Fire Ground. I only say this because it's on land, right? But my things are very simplistic when I come to this, guys, right? Because we don't have much to work with on land, right? I don't want this thing to be Fire Ground because the typing is absolutely terrible. I mean, look at all our Fire Ground Pokemon. Look at all of them. None of them are really that good. But I don't want this thing to be Fire Ground because of that case, but also at the same time as well too. I mean, it stabbed Flare Blitz and stabbed Earthquake, but I mean, I would really hope to God that like to give it a juiced ability, right? I don't know, something like you get a speed buff every time they breathe water on you. That'd be insane. That'd be insane, right? But I don't know, dude. Like Fire Ground, easy. I feel like it's easy as well too. I mean, it's a crocodile on land. Now, obviously, crocodiles can go on land, right? They can go on land. Obviously, we've seen it. We watch National Geographic, but I think it's easy as well too. Just because it's easy. You know, he looks like he looks like he plays in the mud. He plays in the dirt. I mean, look at him. Look at him. You're gonna tell me if he saw a giant pile of dirt, he wouldn't roll around in it? Look at his cute shit. He would, man. Not to mention, before we move on, he's part of the Chinese Zodiac, which if you guys did not know, the Chinese Zodiac is basically canon at this point now because everything about it has been true. There's Charizard, you know, the dragon, there's Fennec, there's Delphox, the dog, the list goes on, right? There's the tiger, Litten, right? The list goes on. Now, some people have to say, oh, well, Snivy, it's only on the fire ones, all right? The grass and water can do whatever they want. It's only on the fire ones because all 3 of them have niches. Fire being Chinese Zodiac, water being weaponized weapons, weapon-themed, and the grass ones seem to be something of the prehistoric basis. So that's really what it is for Hikoko. For Sprigatito, not gonna lie to you, this guy's absolutely adorable. I'm leaning towards him the most. I could sit here if I make this video for an hour long, so let me not try and do that. This guy's got resistances to 4, being water, electric, grass, and ground. Ground resistance and water resistance is honestly Pog. The weaknesses really stack up, being poison, ice, fire, flying, and bug, with many neutral stuff, which is very common, like dragon, dark, steel, and fairy. So, yeah, pure grass, not the best, right? Obviously not the best, right? I think out of all the pure type, I think pure water will be the best, right? But pure grass, not the best, right? Another thing, I'm hoping and praying to God that this thing does not stand up. I consider this thing being based on a saber-toothed tiger because the grass ones are based on prehistoric stuff that are no longer with us. They really showcased that as well too with Rowlet, where people thought they was straying away from that path, and they showed literally a extinct owl. So the list goes on, right? The list goes on. So really, really looking forward to what the thing is going to be. Again, I'm set on this thing being a saber-toothed tiger. I really am. There were saber-toothed tigers found and extinct within Spain/Portugal. So I really could just see the thing being that case. I mean, if the thing stands up, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, you will see me bash this thing. I love this thing right now, it's the favorite of the three, but I will say it out of pure, like hurtness, guys. I will bash this thing if it stands up. I will. Some mods are okay standing up, like Italian and Chestnut, right? Don't really care about that. And even Incineroar, I don't care about that. But this one, no. No. So the type of kid with this thing is obviously pure grass. I'm gonna say pure for obviously all of them, right, guys? I hope not. I really hope not, but that could be the case, right? It could be the next Rillaboom. Rillaboom is insane, but we'll see. Grass Fairy, for sure. It's a cute little cat, right? A very cute little cat. So I could definitely see Grass Fairy, which would be absolutely intense if it's a really offensive one. We do have some Grass Fairies like Whimsicott and stuff, so like that could be really cool to see. Grass Psychic, which would be really fun. I mean, Grass Psychic is obviously weak to almost everything in the game. Look at Executor and Celebi. You're literally weak to everything that exists ever. And then not to mention as well too, Grass Rock, because if it is a prehistoric saber-tooth tiger and evolves into that, I mean, it could be that. It could just make a Grass Rock. Again, I'm really hoping it's not that. I really am. If that's the case, not to be dramatic, I probably would jump out my window and I live in a second story building. So probably don't want that to happen, and I don't want Grass Rock to happen. But again, I'm just gonna throw an oddball pick out there, right? I usually have some oddball picks like the Fire Garden as well too. So those are the ones I have for Spikatito. Again, I'm leaning towards Grass Fairy. I really am. I feel like this one is a little obvious that it's Grass Fairy. We thought the same thing of Fennekin being Fire Psychic, and it was. I mean, we literally see, I think, Fennekin use Psybeam in a trailer, so that's what we thought that we were right? But I don't know. Grass Fairy is what I lean towards with. And not to mention Quaxly, the last one. Love this thing. Which, I'm sorry, this name for the Spanish translation, this name is small cat. Small cat, okay? Small cat. I think it's gatito. I think Sprig is small and gatito is cat, so small cat, okay? Okay, cool. Nice. Because some people are like, Spriga? I'm like, that's not a word. It doesn't even exist. Quaxly, right? The Duckling Pokemon. Oh my god, he's so cute. I literally would jump in front of a train for this guy. He's adorable, man. He's look at him. He's so cute. I'm definitely leaning towards this one as well, too. If Sprigatito flops, boys, I am going to Quaxly. I'm telling you guys right now, save me a seat at the cookout. But Quaxly, right? Four resistances of fire, water, ice, and steel, and only weak to electric and grass, which, I mean, again, not that bad. I'll tell you, it's literally the best of the three when it comes to pure typing alone. Honest to God. Plus, you have Scald. The other two don't get Scald. Which one of the best moves of the game? He has Scald! Guys, he has Scald! He can't lose! He has Scald, right? So honestly, so far, Quaxly is probably the best of the three, like startup-wise, right? Because typing is better, and he gets Scald! Well, I could look like a clown, he may not get Scald, but he's gonna get Scald. So, honestly, this guy is probably, again, I'm afraid to say it, but he could be a conquistador, right? He looks like a little sailor duck, which you could evolve into like a conquistador, right? With the Spaniards, right? So easy is free. I'm gonna go ahead and say pure water right there because of that. It's easy, right? The sad one to be water flying, Game Freak. I don't ask for much, but just don't make this thing water flying, man. I mean, I guess like it wouldn't be that bad with like, I don't know if they make a brand new water move with like Flare Blitz and they just also give him Brave Bird. But I guess it wouldn't be that bad. Like, he could just make a be water Evoltol. They could make an Oblivion Wing, but a water move. It wouldn't be that bad, right? But like, I don't know, man. I don't want this thing to be water flying. I feel like it's just really cringe. So please, Game Freak, don't do that. But since I was saying Conquistador, little sailor boy, right? I'm gonna go ahead and say Water Steel for one of them, obviously because of that, right? And then I'm also gonna say Water Fighting. Now I know we don't say no firefighting, but I think Water Fighting is honestly a slept-on typing. It's not bad. You have mons like Keldeo and even Poliwrath, which are fantastic, and Urshifu Rapid Strike. So all three, which are honestly decent mons. Poliwrath obviously being the weakest, but it's not a bad typing at all. I mean, you get like Stab Scald, you get like Stab Warsphere, the list goes on, right? You could even get like, I don't even know, like Waterfall and Close Combat. Dude, this thing is honestly snapped. Like, it could be really strong. I think it could easily be the strongest. It's been a while since we had the Water one be the strongest, right? Because Generation 7, the Water one is the strongest singles-wise, but obviously Incineroar runs house, and then Gen 8, and VGC is Rillaboom, and then it's singles, it's Cinderace. So we play different metas, right? Now, obviously, we haven't had a unanimous busted water one since Greninja. So really would be excited for Quaxly being the king, right? Being the king. being the king that he is and running the all 3 starters and being the strongest of the 3. I don't know. I hope he's fast as well too, man. I hope he gets a good ability. The water ones are usually based on weapons. Conquistador, he's probably gonna be a little sword, right? Little sailor sword, right? So we'll see. You can also use mouth as a cannon because the boats, right? No, you know what I mean? Again, a lot of speculation. I might sound crazy saying this, guys. A lot of speculation because I'm throwing it out there to see if I'm right or wrong. It's early discussion. But yeah, that's what I think, guys. Between all their typings, obviously I put them on screen and I talked about them. You guys let me know what you think. I would love to know you guys' thoughts. Please be sure to leave a like down below and subscribe. I'd love to know what you guys think on Sprigatito, Fuego, and Quaxley. Who are you picking? What do you actually think is going to be the best of the 3? Just early on predictions and their typing as well, too. I'd love to know what you think. As well as abilities. What do you think would be great abilities for all 3 of them? Guys, thank you for watching. Leave a like down below, subscribe, and I'll see y'all.